Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Staff Sergeant Conall E. Fang from the 509th Operations Support Squadron. On behalf of Colonel Crystal Henderson, Commander, 509th Medical Group, welcome to the 509th Medical Group reorganization ceremony. Today's ceremony is an indoor event, and therefore hats are not required, and military members in uniform should not salute during this national anthem. When we stand, we invite our civilian guests to join us and place their right hand over their heart. We are pleased to have a number of distinguished guests with us today. Please hold your applause until the end. Mr. Glenn Nelson, County Commissioner of Lincoln County, and his wife, Kathy. Mr. Carl Kramer, President, Base Community Council. Mrs. Suzanne Taylor, Second Vice President, Base Community Council, and representing the Warrensburg Chamber of Commerce. Commander, 509th Bomb Wing, Colonel Jeffrey Schreiner. Vice Commander, 509th Bomb Wing, Colonel Seth Graham. Command Chief, 509th Bomb Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Katie McCool. We would also like to welcome local community friends, commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, and all guests who have traveled to be with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the presentation of the colors, the singing of our national anthem, and the invocation.
Group.
Squadron.
Ten. Up!
Present the colors.
Colors. And hook. Forward. Hook. Forward. Hook. Colors. Halt. Present. Halt.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Halt. Halt. Colors. Colors turn. March.
Group. Squadron. Parade. Head.
Please pray with me in your tradition as I pray in mine. Heavenly Father, thank you for the incredible leadership and personal integrity of our commander, Colonel Henderson, Lieutenant Colonel Forsyth, and Lieutenant Colonel McGee. and for each one of the leaders of the 509th Medical Group. In this transition from local to global accountability, I ask that you would create a greater measure of airmen and family healing. I pray for the seamless transition between systems and administration so as to create an unprecedented global community of military healthcare family and unparalleled levels of advancements in research for the care of healing countless lives. I ask you to continue to give your voice of wisdom and strategy to Colonel Henderson, our squadron commanders, and their administration of both the newly formed Operation Medical Readiness Squadron and the Healthcare Operations Squadron. I also want to pray for every member of this healthcare professional team. May they bring healing to our military servicemen and honor to you. In your precious name I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Senior Airman Calvert and Chaplain Petrie. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce the presiding official of today's ceremony and commander of the 509th Medical Group, Colonel Crystal Henderson.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Commissioner and Mrs. Nelson, Mr. Kramer, Ms. Taylor, Colonel Schreiner, Colonel Graham, Chief McCool, Chief Super, Mark, squadron commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, members of Team Whiteman, and especially the men and women of the 509th Medical Group. Thank you for joining us today as we memorialize a very momentous occasion for the group. The group, having undergone numerous changes throughout the years, has been mandated to make yet another transformational change in its organizational structure. The 509th Medical Group has a very rich and diverse history dating back to its activation on 1 March 1959 as the 817th Medical Group. The group was assigned to the 817th Air Division at Pease Air Force Base, New Hampshire, supporting both the 509th and 100th Bombardment Wings. The medical group remained under the 817th Air Division until 8 March 1966, when all support functions were transferred to the 509th Bomb Wing. Over the next 20 years, while at peace, the medical group was renamed 4 different times. U.S. Air Force Dispensary Peace on 1 October 1970, U.S. Air Force Clinic Peace on 1 September 1972, the U.S. Air Force Hospital Peace on 1 July 1974, and then the 509th Strategic Hospital on 1 July 1987. When the majority of the 509th Bomb Wing moved to Whiteman in 1990, a support medical unit was already present, so the 509th Strategic Hospital was inactivated on 31 December 1990 upon the closure of peace. On 1 July 1993, when the 509th Bomb Wing became the host unit at Whiteman, the 509th Strategic Hospital was reactivated and renamed the 509th Medical Group. On 1 September 1994, the group was redesignated as Headquarters 509th Medical Group with 4 subordinate squadrons, one being the 509th Medical Operations Squadron and one being the 509th Medical Support Squadron. By 21 June 2001, the other 2 squadrons had subsequently undergone redesignations and inactivations. The 2-squadron construct remained in place at Whiteman from that point in 2001 until now. In January of 2019, the Secretary of the Air Force directed that all CONUS non-medical center, non-GME platform medical groups reorganize into 2 squadrons: the Operational Medical Readiness Squadron for active duty patients and the Healthcare Operations Squadron for non-active duty patients, in support of the Air Force Medical Services #1 priority, which is readiness. The SECAP directive was the culmination of a light structured pilot at Mountain Home Air Force Base, which resulted in a significant boost in the overall medical readiness of the active duty members and return more warfighters to the fight. The goals of the reorganization are to increase lethality, to proactively manage active duty care, to rapidly restore readiness and deployability, and to create a rapport between the primary care management team, the commanders, and the individual active duty members. We began working on the implementation plan once we received the initial guidance in March of this year and completed the majority of the local actions on 10 June 2019. Today's ceremony finalizes the process by introducing the 2 new squadrons to Team Whiteman and the surrounding communities. The inactivation of the Medical Support Squadron, the activation of the Healthcare Operations Squadron, and the redesignation of the Medical Operations Squadron to the Operational Medical Readiness Squadron in no way erases the history or accomplishments of the two squadrons, which between them have 12 meritorious unit and 10 outstanding unit awards. The 509th Medical Group, inclusive of the 509th Healthcare Operations Squadron, the 509th Operational Medical Readiness Squadron, will continue to provide the highest quality of trusted care to all of our beneficiaries. We have no doubt that the reorganization will enhance the medical group's ability to enable strategic nuclear operations, lethal global strike, and agile combat support through full spectrum medical readiness and patient-centered care. The squadron names may change, but what we do day in and day out never will. This change will simply give us the opportunity to continue to build upon our proud, diverse, award-winning history. We're very thankful to have all of you here on this journey with us. So let's take the final step to make it official. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the inactivation of the 509th Medical Support Squadron and the activation of the 509th Healthcare Operations Squadron, followed by the redesignation of the 509th Medical Operations Squadron to the 509th Operational Medical Readiness Squadron.
Squadron. Attention. Huh.
Publish the order.
Attention to orders. Special Order GS-02, dated 18 July 2019, under the authority of AFI 38-101 and Department of the Air Force, A1M Memo 857 Tango, dated 18 July 2019. The 509th Medical Support Squadron, Whiteman Air Force Base, Missouri, is hereby inactivated, effective 31 August 2019.
Publish the order.
Attention to orders. Special Order GS-02, dated 18 July 2019, under the authority of AFI 38-101 and Department of the Air Force, A1M Memo 857 Tango, dated 18 July 2019. The 509th Healthcare Operations Squadron, Whiteman Air Force Base, Missouri, is hereby activated, effective 17 July 2019. The symbol of every Air Force unit's life and history is its guidon. It is a visual record of a unit's battles, campaigns, and awards. The casing of a unit's guidon is the closing of a chapter in a unit's history. The guidon is not destroyed, but it is retired. If the Air Force chooses to reactivate the unit later, the guidon will be returned to active duty to serve as a rallying point. It becomes the challenge of the new squadron to add to its distinguished service and rich history.
Publish the order.
Attention to orders. Special Order GS-02, dated 18 July 2019, under the authority of AFI 38-101 and Department of the Air Force, A1M Memo 857 Tango, dated 18 July 2019. The 509th Medical Operations Squadron is hereby redesignated to the 509th Operational Medical Readiness Squadron, Whiteman Air Force Base, Missouri, effective 17 July 2019. This concludes today's ceremony. Thank you for joining us to witness this historic event. Please stand for the playing of the Air Force song and the departure of the official party. Please remain at your seat until the official party has departed.